thank you all for coming out. Each and every one of you. You could have been anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here, and we greatly appreciate that. I just want y'all to give a hand real quick to Jamil and Sincere, because everything you saw, that was all them. They took the time to say all that. Tonight is, like they were saying, it's more than just poetry. It's really, anytime poetry is given, it should always be more than poetry. Otherwise, it's just words, right? If there's not an action that comes as a result of the words that are being spoken, you got to ask yourself, have you even said anything of any importance, correct? I'm glad to say that people who have been coming to the Speak on an event and the poets themselves have been challenged not only by each other, but by themselves. When you come into this event, you speak about topics that you can touch, that you can go online and you can see. Troy Davis, when you speak about a situation like that, it's not just to talk about it and glorify it. It's an opportunity to check ourselves and say, how can we prevent this from happening again? That's why it's more than poetry here. We actually have an opportunity where we allow you to speak to us, speak to the poets and ask questions. We're trying to get a forum going. You ever heard the saying, it takes a community to raise a child? Well, it takes children, I think, to move the community forward. And that's why this Dade County Youth Council branch of the NAACP is so important. Does anybody know the story of the first person? Just real quick trivia. I ain't got no money for you, so just if you know it, you know it. I'm flat broke. Who was the first person to refuse to give up her seat in Birmingham to start off the civil rights movement? Anybody know? Rosa Parks? Anybody else? Rosa Parks?
I don't know her name. Was she a 16-year-old girl?
There you go. Yep.
I don't know her name.
Claudette Cloven. Claudette Cloven was the first person to refuse to give up her seat. She did it 9 months prior to Rosa Parks. Now here's the sad part. She was a pregnant 16-year-old girl. NAACP knew about it. The same fanfare, they took pictures in the Birmingham News Herald, they arrested her. But the NAACP said, well, we don't want to represent her. We don't want her representing what we're trying to do. So we just waited until Rosa Parks came along. That's a sad story, not so many people know. But just imagine if Rosa Parks wouldn't came along, and that 16-year-old who was the person that could have began the movement so much earlier, what if her story would have been of no significance? What if no one else ever came and did the same thing? All throughout the civil rights movement, the young people have been the ones that start this. In Oklahoma City, there was a group of 11 youth, ages from 8 to like 18, that set in. It wasn't adults. Youth are the people that change the community, because if the youth are doing something, then the adults have to stop and then have a response, correct? So this is really important. If you know anyone, a lot of people I think in here aren't exactly between the ages of 13 and 25, but if you are, please join up. We need your help. We're trying to make this movement continue. Understand it. The dream is not dead. The revolution is not finished. And we still have to survive, and we still have to seek justice. We have to keep going forward, and we need young people to do that. So we appreciate your donations. Understand, like we said, I told y'all before, I'm broke. That money is not going in my pocket. I'm telling you. It's going out to go change the community. Like Jamil was saying, we actually want to do some stuff next month. We want to go out into the community and clothe people. We want to go out into the community and feed families. It's a saying in NAACP, it takes change, it takes money to make change, honey. If you don't have money, you can have all the heart you want to change something. But at the end of the day, you're going to need some money to go out there and walk on it. So we need your support, financially, emotionally, spiritually, and everything else. So continue to come out, invite others. This is a great opportunity for everyone, not just the poets, but for you guys as well. So, like Sincere was saying, open up. If you got questions, ask them. We ain't gonna hold it against you, This is what this is about. We want to know what you guys think about what we're talking about. So once again, we appreciate y'all coming. We're about to go ahead and get this thing started, all right?